you tell us about why the Washington wine is so unique?
Well, I think the first thing is wine is an agricultural product, and we have incredibly good vineyards in Washington. We get all our grapes from eastern Washington, and those wines have the benefit of incredible number of days of sunshine during the summer. It's grown basically in a desert, and the water that it gets is water that's actually added by irrigation. Very little rain falls from June to October. And so we're really fantastically lucky to have a growing area that's only 2.5 to 3.5 hours by car. And so that allows us to pick the grapes in the morning and bring those grapes back here. And it also allows us to visit the grapes at several different periods during the year to see how they're progressing. And in the last month, we'll go out there sometimes twice a week to see. We're able to go out and test the grapes as they reach maturity in the month of mid-September to approximately mid-October. I will go out to the vineyards about 12 times, and it allows us to pick the best moment where the grape is arriving at its best picking maturity. And that's a balance between acidity and flavors and sugar ripeness, and it's an art. Part of it's science, part of it is measurable, but part of it is just by taste. And so then when we bring the grapes back here, we have the benefit of being able to actually live and sleep at the winery. This is our home, and it's not uncommon in peak fermentation for me to actually taste and monitor the fermenting tanks 6 times a day. And that's hard to do if you are sleeping somewhere else and not being able to just walk out at midnight and punch down and make sure everything is going the way it should and monitoring the temperature of the fermentation. And that's something that I'm able to do here. I say we don't have our winery at our house. I sleep at the winery. And so during those 6 weeks, my kids know that when they see me, they say, "Hi, Dad," and they may not see me for another 10 hours that day. So even though we're about 100 feet away, it is time to monitor all the bottles during aging. I'm able to walk through and taste every barrel. A small winery can monitor every barrel, and that is important not only for the health and safety of the barrel to make sure that unwanted bacteria or unwanted tastes don't start to arrive, but also it gives you a sense of where the barrel flavors are going in their maturity. And when we come to do our final blending of all the different barrels, we particularly choose 6 out of 11 barrels of Merlot and 9 out of 16 barrels of Cabernet and 2 barrels of Cab Franc for a particular blend. And every barrel is its own mini universe. That's really the ultimate ability of a small winery, is to get very personal with every barrel instead of selecting those 30 barrels over there for the blend. We actually go through, and every barrel is identified and has tasting notes that specifically will allow us to marry a particular barrel with another barrel.